Good morning. This summer commencement ceremony begins with the entrance of the candidates for graduation from Pennsylvania College of Technology, led by the school deans. Please join me in welcoming the candidates for graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, and candidates, entering next are the Pennsylvania College of Technology faculty and administration. The platform party will complete the processional. Please stand if you're able, and gentlemen, please remove your caps and join me in singing the national anthem. Please be seated. Seated in the auditorium are family and friends who have, in many different ways, supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. On the platform are the college faculty and staff who have motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their college experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation, who have become good friends, mentors, and colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then, as members of an extended support network, to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. That celebration now begins. Presiding over the summer commencement ceremony is the President of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore.
Good morning, and welcome to the beautiful Community Arts Center and to our commencement ceremony honoring the class of 2011. Today, you become part of a very proud legacy. For nearly 100 years, this institution has prepared men and women to thrive in a changing world, to enter the workforce and to advance into positions that will influence the future. As we celebrate your commencement today, we also look forward to the contributions that you will make in the days to come. This is truly a ceremony that honors the past, the present, and the future. As we appreciate the efforts you put forth in order to reach this milestone, I ask that you take time today during your celebration and acknowledge the support that you have received from your family, your friends, your faculty, and your staff mentors. This day is important to all of us, and I hope it is a day you will remember forever.
I'd now like to introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Chief Student Affairs Officer.
Chairman Dunham, President Gilmore, distinguished faculty and staff, parents and guests, and most importantly, members of the August 2011 graduating class. It is my pleasure to introduce your August 2011 student commencement speaker. Now, Ken Keppard is not your average student. In fact, I would wager that he may be the most fascinating student commencement speaker that I have ever had the pleasure to introduce. Ken began his experience in higher education in 1970 as a chemistry major at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. He went on to graduate with his Bachelor of Science in Animal Industries and his Master of Science in Animal Industries and Reproductive Physiology, both from Penn State University. In 1983, Ken earned his PhD in Animal Industries and Animal Nutrition from Penn State and began to work at the University of Delaware as a livestock extension specialist. In 1985, Ken was lured back to Penn State as a faculty member in the Department of Dairy and Animal Science, where he currently holds the rank of Professor of Animal Science. Now, Ken's interests go well beyond his specialized field of swine management. He would call himself a pig farmer, but it's much more than that. He actively worked with the National Ski Patrol for many years, and about 10 years ago, he began to think about a new adventure as a paramedic and EMT. He has recently begun a phased retirement process at Penn State, which allowed him, in 2010, to begin the paramedic technician program at Penn College. Ken was nominated for this honor by 3 of the faculty in the paramedic program. They described him as, and I quote, a model student, a leader in the classroom, having a humble nature and eager desire to learn, and possessing an intelligent sense of humor with respect for others. Ken is, and I quote, quite simply one of those people who you want to get to know better, an absolutely fascinating person. I think that you can gain a perspective on the way someone teaches by how they learn. If that is true, then Ken must be an incredible teacher at Penn State. He graduates today with a perfect 4.0 in the Paramedic Technician Certificate Program. It is my pleasure to introduce your August 2011 Student Commencement Speaker, Dr. Kenneth B. Kephart.
Thank you, Mr. Strickland, for that generous introduction. Good morning, faculty, administrators, fellow students, friends, and family members. It's my honor and pleasure to speak on behalf of today's graduating class. When Dr. McLean invited me to serve as a student speaker, she made it very clear that a 5-minute speech would be a long one. I promise not to approach that time limit. I would, however, like to comment on a few aspects of our experiences here at Penn College. First, I wish to express my appreciation to the faculty and staff. I have long been impressed with this institution, but I didn't fully appreciate the quality of education until I enrolled as a student. Having served as a faculty member at Penn State for the past 26 years, I can say without hesitation that the instructors here are world-class. The laboratory facilities are state-of-the-art, and countless internships help us transition from the classroom to reality. Penn College is clearly a first-class institution that has prepared us for a variety of technical fields. Second, fellow students, we have every right to be proud of our hard work, our accomplishments, and the degrees that we have earned. At the same time, be grateful to your friends and families for their support and encouragement. I would like to publicly thank my wife, Trish, for her understanding and continued support as I complete this endeavor and begin a new career. By the way, we were married 36 years ago, 1 week after I received a Bachelor of Science degree. I vividly remember telling Trish I would never go back to school. She didn't hesitate to tell me I was wrong, so my heartfelt advice to all of you, listen to your spouse, and never pass on an opportunity to add to your education no matter how old you are. Finally, I want to emphasize the importance of providing opportunities for a technical education. Because our society gets more complex by the day, we will forever need technicians who understand computer technology, automobiles, and construction equipment. We'll need accountants and business managers. We'll need chefs and hospitality managers. We'll need nurses and PAs, and even paramedics. These are just a fraction of the programs taught at Penn College. In 10 years, the list will be longer, and the cost of education will be higher. To every legislator, company representative, and benefactor who is here today, we need your continued support to make technical education an affordable opportunity. Thanks very much for your attention, and congratulations and good luck to my fellow graduates.
The Mentorship Award recognizes alumni or businesses that have made significant or ongoing contributions to the education and development of Penn College students. This year, we honor Emily Phalo as a member of the class of 2001. At the time of her graduation, she was one of the first to complete our Bachelor of Science degree in Culinary Arts Technology. She was a Dean's List student, and she was among a group of students from the School of Hospitality invited to work with a company that provided food service at Churchill Downs during the Kentucky Derby. That experience meant a lot to her. A few years later, she was instrumental in securing an invitation for Penn College students to return to the Kentucky Derby, working under a new food service provider and her employer, Levy Restaurants. As one of the Levy chefs, Emily worked alongside Penn College students and faculty at the Derby events from 2007 through 2010. Our students returned from the Kentucky Derby, and the door opened to new experiences, challenges, and rewards related to the planning and execution of major international sporting events. In addition to the Derby, the students have had the opportunity to participate with Levy Restaurant at the Ryder Cup and the Breeders' Cup. Emily distinguished herself in her field over the last 10 years. After starting as a kitchen supervisor with Aramark in 2001, she became the first female executive chef for Levy Restaurant, Sports, and Entertainment Group at Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the NFL's Philadelphia Eagles, where Levy Restaurants provides premium dining services. She has traveled the country, supporting 9 racetracks involved in the NASCAR and Indy race tours. She continues to travel in support of large-scale sporting events such as the Derby, Breeders' Cup, the NCAA Championships, and other NFL games. Emily now holds the position of Director of Operations at Ripken Stadium for Levy Restaurants in Aberdeen, Maryland. In this position, she offers summer internships and job opportunities to Penn College students. Levy Restaurants also offers summer as well as full-time positions to Penn College students. In her spare time, you'll find her spending time with her family, playing lacrosse, swimming, or biking. We are very pleased to present the 2011 Mentorship Award to Emily Falo, who has been a true mentor, enthusiastically supporting our Penn College students, program, and faculty. Congratulations. The College Service Award is identified next in your program, and until about 15 minutes ago, the recipient was going to be surprised. Today, the college mace is a symbol of the authority of our institution, and it was carried in this ceremony by the head of the faculty. This is a tradition that dates back far into our community college days. We adopted and maintained this practice because it helps convey to our community the centrality of the faculty to our mission and the mission of the college and the fundamental contribution that faculty leadership plays in the overall operation and success of the college. We have another tradition that is associated with these ceremonies. Commencement is a chance for us to honor not only the graduates who are central to our focus today, but we also recognize distinguished teaching faculty and outstanding alumni, as we just did. In doing so, commencement becomes a celebration of the graduates and the college in total. Far less frequently, the college seeks to honor at commencement ceremonies certain members of the community associated in some way with the college who are pivotal to our success. To do so, the College Service Award is presented. Since its inception in 1982, the award has been made to 15 individuals, and today we will add to that number. I referenced the earlier tradition of the mace. As head of the faculty, that mace has been carried onto this stage for commencement ceremonies for 20 years by Assistant Professor of Electrical Construction, James Temple. As the president of the Faculty Association, Jim has played a key role in the evolution of the college, the expansion of its programming, especially into baccalaureate arena, and in ensuring that the college's relationship with the faculty always typifies professionalism and dedication to the maintenance of a student-centered learning environment. While his association position requires that he often broker a different position and present them to the college, Jim always adopted the role of working together to resolve problems. Jim joined the faculty in 1984. He earned the rank of assistant professor in 1987 and became head of his department in 1989 and was elected president of the Faculty Association in 1991. His contributions to the teaching profession were recognized in 1986 with an Excellence in Teaching Award. So it gives me great pleasure today to recognize the many accomplishments and contributions of James Temple to the Pennsylvania College of Technology by presenting him the College Service Award.
Generally speaking, I don't like surprises in front of large groups, but at 15 minutes notice, I mean, what more could you ask for? Thank you, I really do appreciate it. I want to say to our graduates, thank you for sharing a little bit of your day with me. It is your day. If I could have a wish for you, it would be that as you go out and get those jobs that you've worked so hard for, that you love your job as much as I love mine. God bless and savor the day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I would like to call upon Dr. Robert Dunham, chairman of the board of directors, to authorize conferring of degrees at this ceremony.
Dr. Gilmore, members of the faculty, friends, and of course the graduating class of August 2011. I know this is a very special day for all of you. The degrees you are earning have come from hard work and dedication, from the wisdom and guidance of your faculty, and from the support and encouragement of your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I congratulate you on your success, and for those faculty, friends, and family, I thank you for your support. And now I turn my attention to my official job. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you on behalf of the Board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate dean.
Thank
you. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degree that you have earned with all of its rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the faculty, the staff, and the administration. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the certificates and associate degrees that you have earned with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the faculty, the staff, and the administration. Congratulations. You may remain standing. Thank you. And would the baccalaureate graduates please stand up? And Ken, would you go join me over here? Over here. You had entered into this theater a few minutes ago as candidates for the certificates and degrees that you have earned. And a few moments ago, those were conferred upon you. As a symbol now of your entry into the world of educated women and men, I ask you to join me as I turn the graduation tassel of your class representative. This symbolizes that you are, in fact, now a graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. You may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we pass through clear stages of development points in time where we grow in new roles and new responsibilities. This ceremony is a transition event for all of you graduates. Today, we will recognize individuals with academic honors. As I look out, there are lots of them out there today. The gold, silver, or white cords that are worn during these ceremonies will identify our honored graduates for you. White is for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors. In addition, we will recognize graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa. Their gold stoles and gold tassels will identify them, and white stoles will identify our graduates who are members of the Alpha Chi Honor Society as well. I'd now like to recognize our veterans. You will be able to identify them by the red, white, and blue cords who are graduating, and these are veterans who have served on active duty, as well as those currently serving in all branches of the military. And will our veteran graduates please stand? While you're standing, I'd like to tell you about the veteran students who attend Penn College. We are proud to have 3 Purple Heart recipients, 5 Bronze Star recipients, 76 Iraq Service Medal recipients, and 17 Afghanistan Service Medal recipients, and we are grateful for their service. Thank you and congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, Carolyn Strickland, the Assistant Vice President of Academic Services, and the respective school representatives will present each candidate. Now, we know that you want to capture this moment in time, and you are encouraged to do so. We simply ask that you leave the area in front of the official photographers open so they can capture their assignments as well. But otherwise, our ceremony now begins.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Business and Computer Technologies.
Peggy A. Fluck. Pramod Kumar Gautam. Eugene A. Carr. Michael K. Layton. Miranda R. Toner. Joshua James Reynolds. Taylor C. Beery. Adriana L. Glotz. Brittany Lynn White. Tanisha Muriel Cunningham. Danietta M. Dowd. Samantha Lee Kelly. Mandy Frances Miller.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
Weston S. Kapp. Jeffrey L. Lucas. Robert Nicholas Allmiller. Sean Patrick Harris.
President Gilmore, I'm proud to present the graduates from the School of Health Sciences.
Alyssa Marie Kovas. Lori Ann Kodash. Nancy Lorraine Kraus. Catherine Ann Potasic. Megan Jillian Thurston. Adam Jacob Barker. Danielle L. Barton. Jamie Lynn Bennett. Cassandra J. Budman. Erica S. Comfer. Nicole D. Conrad. Leslie Page Dean. Haley D. Dorman. Destiny N. Duffield. Courtney Jo Egger. Becky L. Fiegels. Elena Elizabeth Gordner. Carissa M. Green. Robin L. Hampton. Bethany Dawn Hayes. Misty Dawn Hollenbach. Nancy Ann Ivy. Albert Linwood Jones, Jr. Chelsea M. Klingerman. Ryan Michael Kozer. Stephanie A. Kramer. Brittany M. Little. Rebecca Lynn Meyer. Deanna Miller. Susan L. Pouts. Jamie Lynn Sayers-Rager. Monet Shanice Rector. Amy Rose Spencer. Katie Ann Starr. Eugenia Woodring. Craig David Yoder. Amanda Marie Barr. Samantha Ashley Hawk. Ashley Nicole Imes. Erin K. Riley. Vanessa Taryn Stover. Casey Lynn Weaver. Tara J. Allred. Sarah Ruth Buckwalter. Carlene L. Cabot. Tierney M. Ernest. Andrea N. Friery. William L. Gillen, Jr. Chelsea Lynn Haynes. Jenna Elaine Haynes. Caitlin Marie Krager. Jenna Marie Lawrence. Stacy R. McCourt. Jennifer M. Myers. John Noviello. Roseanne Marie Pasuk. Ashley E. Snook. Vanessa Straub. Ashley Michelle Tedesco. Jocelyn Johanna Thomas. Mallory Christine Thompson. Jessica L. Toth. Adrian E. Tripp. Caitlin Molly Beach. Joseph A. Bubkowski. Benju Elias. You don't want David? Yeah, that's fine. Jeremy David Good. Mary Catherine Gratton. Graybill. Sarah S. Graybill. Andrew V. Kukin. Thomas W. Lloyd. Philip Christopher Longnecker. Julie A. Luckman Wilcox. Mary Ann Mayham. Nathan Mychek. Timothy M. Perman. Matthew D. Pilkerton. Eric Stephen Roman. Alex John Rugino. Kayla Sue Rush. Lauren Yetzer Shaver. Alicia Ann Steinbacher. Matthew David Stoltz. Cameron Austin Swigert. Ganar Tauge. Monisa D. Wagner. Nicole Marie Whalen. Amy Radek Zabrowski. Katie A. Winner. Mustafa Al Taleb. Hassan Al Haza. Ali Al Musa. Zahid Al Ghamdi. Ibrahim Al Mayouf. Matthew Gary Barner. Nelia Y. Borazov. Alex Michael DeWald. Mustafa A. Ghazwi. Matthew A. Orshaw. Timothy Allen Weaver. Lester T. Bailey II. Matthew D. Faringer. Dale S. Glover. Brian John Yunkin. Taryn A. Adams. Garrett Ryan Anderson. Autumn Renee Dixon. Jason Michael Jarrett. Stephen C. Litz. Michael Anthony Lucas. Amanda Michelle Mastracco. Pete McGee. Jacqueline Sabo. Elise A. Sestelli. Lisa Marie Shibley. Melissa Jean Silsby. Casey N. Went. Svetlana Yorgovona Babakova. Amanda M. Baker. Catherine Helen Charzik. Brittany Ann Mead. Kelly N. Rhyme. Marina Scott. Lindsay K. Spahn. Ashley M. Young.
President Gilmore, it's my honor to present the graduates from School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Nicholas D. Leprando. Lance B. Richardson. Amanda Lynn Haskins. Bradley C. Foster.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates for the School of Integrated Studies.
Alicia Marie Campbell. Andrew J. Goodwin. Nicholas Paul Vogelsong.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the School of Natural Resources Management.
Kellen T. Fogarty. Cody Ryan Bowman. Evan Ray Bumbarger. Keith Andrew Gay. Caleb William Crick. Matthew W. Leap. Aaron J. Limerick. Brandon Joseph Ziegler. Donald Frederick Hassenplug, Jr.
President Gilmore, I'm pleased to present the graduates of the School of Transportation Technology.
Ian Joseph Kahn. Zachary C. Teeter. Joseph Peter Gallo.
Peter Kapinski Kozacek.
Peter Kapinski Kozacek. Peter Kapinski Kozacek.
David F. Bichetti.
David F. Bichetti. Joshua S. Hope. Brandon Lee Dildine. Nabil Omar Assad. And Kenneth P. Kephart.
Your connection with Penn College does not end today. You are all now members of the Penn College Alumni Association, and that is the link between you and your alma mater. I encourage you to keep in touch with us. You're going to hear from Alumni Relations monthly to let you know what's going on campus. But important to us is to hear about your successes. We hope you come back to campus from time to time and see what's new at Penn College, but mostly to tell us what you're doing in the world and how successful and proud you're making us. Now, of course, you and I both know that the best way you're going to do that is through Facebook. Right? Right. So don't forget to friend Isn't that nice that I know that? The alumni Facebook page. I'm counting on it so we can know what's going on. Everybody's ready to go to lunch. Everybody's ready to see if it's still raining outside and how we'll negotiate the exit of everyone out of this building. But before that happens, I'm going to ask you to give me just 2 minutes of your time. And with all due respect to your family and friends here, I'm really just going to speak to the graduates for the next few minutes. It's my honor to do so on behalf of the faculty behind me and the countless staff and faculty who've spent the last 2, 2, or 4 years with you. So if I could, for just a moment. Good job. You did well today. You turned your tassel, you walked across the stage, and you made everyone in this room very proud of you. They all smiled, clapped, and called your name. It's another page for the scrapbook of your life. You've done a good job, not just here today at the ceremony, but also after the last several years at Penn College. You've earned your degree, and that's a good job and well done. Today you heard the applause, but like all applause in life, the buzz is going to die. It'll make it through the weekend and through today's celebrations, but the buzz will fade. And we know that days of applause for us are rare. So when no one is clapping, that's when I want to talk to you about. When nobody is taking scrapbooks for your photograph and your book of life, how will you know if you're doing a good job? When there's no test to study for, when there's no grades to earn, when there's no licensure or board to take, how are you going to know? What's your measure to decide if you really are doing a good job? What is a good job? Often when we ask people why they go to college, they say they want to get a good job. What does that mean to you? I would suggest to you that it means something different to all of us. We have to define it in terms of our own personal success. There really is no one right way to define it. A good job is one that gives you a sense of pride, purpose, and a connection to the world around you. A good job is one that gives you opportunity to use your talents and your knowledge and your skills to make life better, not only for yourself, but perhaps most importantly, for the people around you. You see, doing a good job is often more than good for someone else. Sure, right now you're thinking about earning a great paycheck. Be honest. But your real sense of accomplishment will come when knowing you're making a difference in the life of someone else. The Voice of Wisdom Anonymous states it very simply. To the world you may be just one person, but to one person you may be the whole world. What you do with your degree is really going to matter. It's going to matter to your family and your workplace and your community. It's going to make a difference to your classmates sitting beside you today and to the rest of the Penn College family. Today you become part of an incredible group of people. And what you do with that and how you share it with others, including your Penn College family, will make a difference. Make the most of every opportunity to do a good job. Make a positive impact on the people around you. You enter a whole new phase of life today as a college graduate, and I'm not sure you realize just how special you are. You are a very small minority in the world's population. In the United States, where we have great access to education, more than many nations of the world, only 28% of the population have earned a college degree. Now take a minute and let that fact set in. You may not have realized it until now, but you are part of a very privileged group of people. You have done what millions dream of doing, and that's getting a college education. But this is not the end of your effort. It is now your responsibility to put your degree to work and do a good job in the world. You're not going to hear applause every day. You're not going to earn a grade to tell you you're passing or failing. But will you know when you have done a good job? And you'll know it when you see influencing other lives. Now it's time now to accomplish what you started dreaming about years ago. The author Maya Angelou said, Nothing will work unless you do. I often think of that statement when I hear people worrying and complaining about the state of the world. Nothing will work unless you do. Opportunities come to those who work. Now, I don't mean that people can't fall on hard times. We do, and sometimes people experience a downfall. But over the course of my life, I have come to believe that those people willing to face challenges will prevail. Their hard times will turn, and they will turn around because they have persisted. They will keep trying until they realize their dream, as you have today. Nothing will work unless you do. Now, you're ready to go to work. We know that. You're going to get a job or you have a job, and you're going to make up your mind to do that. We know that without a doubt. You're going to put forth your best effort. You're going to listen and learn and respond, and you'll be ready when each new opportunity comes your way. You will no doubt remember a few mornings when you didn't really feel like getting out of bed and going to class. You will remember teachers who were just too tough or papers you thought were just too difficult. You'll remember project partners you'd like to forget when they failed to complete their part of the assignment. You could have had a good excuse, but you wouldn't be here today if you gave up. Aren't you glad you didn't? Nothing will work unless you do. So take the lessons you've learned, keep applying them day after day, week after week, and year after year, and you will be amazed at what you can become. The lyrics of a song that was popular a few years ago told us, and I quote, "Today is when your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. With each action you take, you write a story. Make it a life you want to remember. Make it a life you want others to remember. Do it for yourself, do it for your family and friends, and do it for all the people in the world. The people in the world who never got to be where you are today, a college graduate. Do a good job and you will always have good fortune for having a good job to do." Now it's our time to say goodbye, and that's not easy. As I told some of you last night, it's difficult. You've been part of our lives for the last few years, and you've left a mark that will be difficult to replace. So with my final words, I say congratulations to the August class of 2011. Go out in the world, and please make us Penn College proud. Thank you.
I invite those who are able to stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps, and everyone join in the singing of the Penn College alma mater. The words may be found on page 2 of your program.
Nestled in our mountains fair, on the Susquehanna, stands our beacon shining through, alma mater gray and blue. As the years continue on, we will sing this song of praise, and forever treasure our proud Penn College days, our proud Penn College days.
Thank you. Please be seated and remain seated until the platform party has recessed.
Penn
We ask that the audience remain seated while the graduates exit next. The ushers will conduct your recessional. At the conclusion of the recessional, the theater will remain open for families to connect so you can take pictures. Congratulations. Good day.